Who doesn't like a fit, strong, and powerful woman? But is there such a thing as too much muscle? From women that use men as barbells to the infamous muscle Barbie with a doll face and a Hulk body, let's look at some of the strongest women in the world with incredible proportions. Number 15. Aneta Florczyk. Aneta Florczyk is a Polish powerhouse with some of the most impressive world records in the powerlifting game. First off, let's talk about her pan rolling record. This woman can roll a pan like it's no one's business. She holds the world record for the most pans rolled in under 1 minute, which is 32 pans by the way, and can you believe it? But she's not just a pan rolling machine, she's also a man lifting machine. Aneta also holds the world record for the most men lifted in a human flag. 15 men. Can you even imagine that? Now, that's a force to be reckoned with. Number 14. Alicia Young. American bodybuilder Alicia Young has a string of multiple championships, but one achievement pushed her to the limits, becoming a mom. Alicia won her pro card back in 2014 after winning the NPC USA Championships. Young has since gone on to compete in multiple national and international strongwoman championships, where she's wowed the crowd with her insane measurements. The 2019 Wings of Strength Chicago Pro Champion hasn't been on stage since she took 4th place at the 2020 Rising Phoenix World Championships. Young revealed that with only 4 weeks left for the competition, she found herself quote-unquote extremely unwell. It took a lot of convincing from her friends, family, and loved ones for her to put down the barbells and focus on her health instead. The world's strongest mom hasn't been back on the strongwoman stage since, but she claims that the 2023 season is hers for the taking. Number 13. Natalia Kuznetsova. Testosterone injections, estrogen blockers, and an unhealthy dash of steroids. Russian powerlifter Natalia Kuznetsova took a little extra help to achieve her 5'7", 220-pound physique. But can her body take it? The real-life Amazon has over 1 million fans on Instagram who are wowed by her insane measurements. And why wouldn't they be? Natalia regularly posts before and after pictures of herself on her feed, showcasing her transformation from a frail teen to the real-life She-Hulk she is today. But not all of it came naturally. Natalia has admitted to using testosterone and estrogen blockers to improve her muscle mass. She's also been lifting weights since she was 14. Kuznetsova has 22-inch biceps, a 75-inch chest, and 38-inch thighs. She's not a strong woman, she's a superwoman. The woman also found love with fellow bodybuilder Vladislav Kuznetsov. It's been a hot minute since we've seen Natalia on an international strongwoman forum. Her last appearance was in 2019, but you can still catch up with her on Instagram. If you're lucky, she might even reply. Number 12. Donna Moore. The British powerlifter made a name for herself on national and international platforms with not 1, not 2, but 3 strongwoman championships in 2016, 2017, and 2019. But when Donna Moore isn't at the gym, she's at home with her 2 kids. She definitely lives up to her name, The Unit, with her fearsome workout routine and her incredible strength. In just a few short years after her debut, Donna won the title of being the strongest woman in the UK and was even named the strongest woman in Europe. Here's a fun fact. She only just started in her 30s. But what Moore loves more than anything is being a mom and spending time with her kids. Number 11. Jessica Fithen. Fits in the name. Jessica Fithen is known by many as the strongest woman in all of America. But how'd she gain her Herculean strength? Fithen made the switch from Zumba to weights after realizing a perfectly choreographed snatch wasn't enough. Not necessarily the origin story we expected for the purple-haired heavy lifter,
but I always have the approach that I'm just going to try my best.
But it does add more flair to the strong woman world. Jessica works out 4 times a week for a total of 90 minutes. She even travels from her hometown to Indiana Strong, a popular gym for weightlifters, an hour and a half away. Why? because Jessica's in it to win it. Number 10. Yulia Vins. Russian-born Yulia was the only girl at her gym. Did people tell her she shouldn't be bench pressing? You know they did. And did Julia listen? You know she didn't. Better known as Power Barbie, Yulia has the face of a porcelain doll and the body of the Hulk. She holds 3 world titles for powerlifting and can bench press the weight of a lion. That's over 300 pounds for those of you who were wondering. Muscle Barbie started her weightlifting journey at 17 after she felt like dance classes just weren't doing it for her. She found herself in the gym one day intrigued by male powerlifters and decided that was the way she wanted to look. The rest, as they say, is history. Number 9. Monique Jones. This American superwoman won the first bodybuilding and figure competitions she ever entered in the same year. What's her secret? Monique first started working out when she was just 13. Her grit and determination led to her winning the IFBB WOS Chicago Pro-Am Extravaganza in 2012 and 2013. Up until her retirement in 2019, Monique maintained a steady career with a number of wins and rankings across the globe. Currently, she's an NPC judge and contest prep coach, helping the next generation of female bodybuilders. Number 8. China. Vince McMahon was against the idea of bringing Joan Marie Laurer to WWE.
Women, huh?
He thought audiences would have a hard time believing a woman could beat up a man. But one good look at China and you know that's false. China started her WWE career as an unnamed bodyguard in D-Generation X. But fans wanted more from the 9th wonder of the world, so she got more speaking roles, plus a romance with Triple H. Off camera, things were finally looking up for Joan Marie. She came from a broken home and was almost homeless when she joined WWE. But things went south. Reportedly, Triple H began dating Vince McMahon's daughter and wanted China sidelined. We don't know if this is true, but China's sister believes that WWE didn't want her to succeed. They even trademarked the name China, so Joan Marie couldn't use it outside of the Federation. So Marie legally changed her name to China. When things went from bad to worse at WWE, China quit and pursued other wrestling opportunities. After a failed stint in Asia, she was back in the US and struggled to get by. In 2016, she was found unconscious in her apartment after friends and family realized she hadn't responded to texts or calls in 3 days. China was pronounced dead on the scene from a possible overdose, but no foul play was suspected. Her sister claims a series of bad decisions and a greater conspiracy contributed to her death, but the WWE has decided to keep mum about it. What do you think happened? Is the WWE responsible? Let us know in the comments. Number 7. Denise Rutkowski. In spite of Denise's short-lived career, she's remembered for her gorgeous physique and her tragic fall from grace. Once a strong contender for Miss Olympia 1994, the American bodybuilding champ shocked the sport when she suddenly retired. After retiring, Denise briefly worked as a minister before leaving for a life on the road with her dog. Some believe Rutkowski was going through a psychotic break. She'd later be diagnosed with bipolar disorder. In the mid-2010s, a mugshot of the former blonde bombshell went viral. Not only did she look disheveled, but she looked practically like a man. That's what years and years of messing with your hormones will get you. Number 6. Kim Chizevsky. One of the greatest bodybuilders ever also had one of the shortest careers. American pro Kim Chizevsky would win both the 1996 Miss Olympia
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Miss Olympia, Kim Chizevsky.
and Miss International in the same year before retiring in 1999. Years later, Chizevsky revealed why. It was simply getting too competitive. She wanted to spend time away from the hustle and focus on her husband, Chad Nichols, and 2 kids. Oh, and speaking of Chad, he's the reason the once petite soccer-playing Kim got into bodybuilding in the first place. We're nearing the end of our list, and up next, we have the most successful female bodybuilder of all time, but also the most hated one in the industry. Number 5. Iris Kyle. Growing up, American bodybuilder Iris Kyle looked at the picture of Linda Murray on her refrigerator and dreamed of bodybuilding. Fast forward to the early 2000s, she managed to outcompete her in Miss Olympia. It's true when they say, never meet your heroes. Kyle wanted to befriend Murray when the two took the international stage. Instead, Murray made a backhanded comment on how Kyle lost her feminine figure and called her out for a scandal involving banned diuretic use. And that's the story of how the two most prominent female bodybuilders of all time absolutely hate one another. Currently, Iris is the world's most decorated female bodybuilder with a total of 17 international wins, 10 Miss Olympia wins, and 7 Miss International ones. Today, Kyle's taken a back seat from bodybuilding after multiple complaints from the IFBB and her proclaimed lack of respect from the bodybuilding community. Number 4. Robin Coleman. Ronnie isn't the only Coleman in bodybuilding. Meet American actress and athlete Robin Coleman. Standing at 6'1", she was awarded the world's strongest woman and even featured in American Gladiator. But, like her male counterpart, her glory brought her pain. Coleman hurt her back when she was 16 as she lifted a boy heavier than her. Despite the pain, she continued her career, but it got worse. Her back almost collapsed. But fortunately, things turned around when she got a disc replacement surgery. Today, she's still active. Her hobbies include horse riding, yoga, and Pilates. Number 3. Alina Popa. These unreal proportions look photoshopped, but Romanian bodybuilding champ Alina Popa is no phony. From the prestigious 2018 Rising Phoenix Championship to the 2007 NABBA Miss Universe, her numerous awards speak for themselves. Popa started her career as a bodybuilder after seeing other women training for junior championships. Yep, it started on a whim. But she hasn't competed in strongwoman contests for a while now. Her last major appearance was in 2016. Now, she lives a quiet life with her pets and seems happy. Number 2. Gabby Garcia. Back in the day, 6'2" Gabby Garcia from Brazil looked like she could take down an army of men with one hand. Based on her 9 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championship wins and black belt, we wouldn't put that past her, but it all came at a cost. The IFBB Hall of Famer missed weight in 2017 by going over 28 pounds for a match. She claims she almost died trying to make the cut down. So, when she posted dramatic before-after photos of her extreme weight loss, fans were shocked. She's retired, but that doesn't mean she's irrelevant. Upcoming fighters in the male-dominated MMA have Gabby Garcia to thank for paving the way. Number 1. Oksana Grishina. Imagine being a high-level gymnast at 10 years old. When you have natural talent like Russian-born, 4-time Miss Fitness Olympia champion Oksana Grishina, life takes you far. Grishina's mother enrolled her in a gymnastics class, and that's where her passion started. Her trainer suggested she take fitness as a serious career, but since her family relocated every year, Oksana would have to walk all the way over to dedicated centers to hone her skills. She pretty much trained herself for the first decade.
Beautiful.
Did it pay off? Well, Oksana is currently one of the world's most decorated female bodybuilders. She even has a pole championships and pro-am event in her name, which goes on to add qualifying points towards Miss Olympia. We'd call that a major payoff.